Hey friends, boom, my thoughts on the workouts, and more importantly, my tips and tricks for it. Wow, my screen got super bright. How fun is that? Super fun. So let's talk about the workouts here. I'm going to go in order of them. We have 24.1, which is literally fight gone bad, just escalated. Like the fight got really bad. We have 1 minute of snatches, 85, 135, 1 minute of rowing for cows, 1 minute of dumbbell box step ups, 30/50 pounds, and 20 inches for both. So, then a minute rest. With this, first thing I am thinking here is of the three movements, the rowing for cows is the one that you have to work not extremely harder, but much harder to get one repetition and take more time to get one repetition compared to the snatches and the dumbbell box step ups. So with that rowing, think about it's a 80% pace. We're using this as active recovery, not complete active recovery where you're just doing like one stroke every 40 seconds, but you're thinking like, okay, I'm still gaining calories, but I'm also collecting myself so I can then push it on the dumbbell box step-ups. Your minute of snatches here, if this is a heavier weight for you, singles. If this weight is at 50% or lighter for you, we can start touch and going a few, but I would suggest if you are touch and going, two, drop. If that starts to blow you up, then you single it out. Luckily, our plates, fam, are ones that will just settle right on the ground, making quick singles. Honestly, the best way to go. If you do a rep every 5 seconds, you're going to get 12 reps in a minute, which is right there. 48 reps from just the snatches, which is really cool. Something you have to think about, though, here are your transitions from bar to rower and then rower to dumbbell step-ups. So I would suggest when you're going to the rower, stop the snatches with 5 seconds left to get to the rower, and then going from rower to box step-ups, stop with 5 seconds left to get out, and then boom and grab them. For the step-ups, just find a rhythm with it. If you're thinking about it, if you're going to step up with your left foot onto the box first, and then finish with your right one up there, your next box step up is going to be with your right leg. So think about you're actually going to bring your left leg down, and then just tap your right leg on the ground, your right foot on the ground, and step right back up with it. Instead of doing that, we would shuffle at the bottom. It's going to keep it just a much better and smoother pattern, and just going to make it a little bit more fluid. This one is going to blow up the legs, the posterior chain, and your grip. All right, so be ready for that. So that's number one. Number two, we've got, some call this Karen with some box jumps. I call this a bunch of box jumps with some wall balls in it, purely because if we're thinking how long a repetition takes, at a moderate pace, a lateral burpee box jump overtakes anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds. A wall ball takes 2 to 3 seconds. So your wall balls are going to take significantly less time than your burpee box jump on and overs. With me saying that, that does not mean you power through the wall balls. I actually think you should then break up the wall balls more than you need to. Sets of 10, if you do sets of 10 with a quick shakeout, you can still get done with 50 wall balls in about 2.5 to 2:45 and feel great and be able to go right to the box jumps. That's what you want. We're thinking use the wall balls to collect yourself and then be able to push the pace a little bit on the lateral burpee box jump on and overs, because that's what's going to take the most time. You need to get done with this each round in 6:40 to just finish the workout. All right. So put that in mind. It's 3 rounds. That last round is a real big gut check and where the bell curve of a lot of people are going to be. Also, read the standards for the burpee box jumps. Kind of weird, but you're not allowed to jump down unless you completely jump over the box, which really is that a jump down? Odd, right? So if you're jumping up onto the box, make contact, you must step down. Then, number 3, okie dokie, we have our skill workout here. We have handstand push-up variations, and then some ascending skill of our hanging gymnastics. I still find it funny that CrossFit thinks that chest wall handstand push-ups are harder than strict handstand push-ups. I honestly think the other way, but that's just me. So 3 rounds of 10 kipping handstand push-ups, 20 toes to bar, 10 strict handstand push-ups, 5 rope climbs, that's for 2 rounds, and then 1 round of 10 chest to wall and 20 muscle ups. So if you are someone that is great at handstand push-ups and just honestly great at all these things, have a heyday, all right? The first 3 rounds, you can go unbroken. Let me state this. If you're very good at handstand push-ups where you can do 45 plus unbroken for your kipping handstand push-ups, keep those 10 unbroken. If you can do, under fatigue, 20 plus strict handstand push-ups in a row, have those 10 strict be unbroken if you'd like to. Chest to wall, the great thing about this is that we don't have to wall walk up. You can cartwheel up, so that's cool. But now, let's break it down a little bit. Handstand push-ups, like I said, if you're really good at them, go unbroken with the 10 kipping. If you struggle with them, do sets, quick cluster sets, maybe even 2 to 4s, that's fine, whatever just keeps you consistent. Toes to bar, these are an absolute freaking trap. Jake Schmidt did it today, and he is amazing at the toes to bar, and he still broke these up, all right? I believe he did 13 and 7 or 12 and 8, something like that for his rounds. So just like with what the team did with their toes to bar, sets of 5 is going to keep you consistent and moving smoothly and ready for the next 2 rounds, because you can't win it in the first 3, but you can lose it. Strict handstand push-ups, like I said, specific to how good you are at them, but don't go anywhere near AMRAP -3, all right? If you're towards that, kick down. 5 rope climbs is just about consistency here. Technique is king with rope climbs, especially when we get to use our legs. So jump up with those long arms. Grab it. Keep those arms as long as you can while keeping the shoulder blades pinched down. Lean back, bring those knees up, or at least just bring those knees up. Find the hook. Once you find the hook, step and then pull. It's not going to feel great if you jump up, pull to here, then bring your knees up and hook, then stand. That's just wasted energy. 2 to 4 pulls, males, if you can get 2 pulls on the rope climbs, awesome. Then the chest to wall, just get them done, see what happens. And then muscle ups. Some of you might be getting your first muscle up this week. Heck yes. If you're really great at muscle ups, they're not going to feel as good as you want them to, so be ready to break up these 20s to more than you think. Anywhere from 4 to 5, 6 sets. See what happens, or even singles for those that just have them as singles. That's great. 24.4. All right, we have 10-minute AMRAP of 10 clean and jerks, rest a minute, 10 heavier clean and jerks, rest a minute, 10 heavier clean and jerks, rest a minute, AMRAP clean and jerks. Alrighty, so this is very dependent on how strong you are. If you are worried about that 165 to 45 pound bar, it's better to hold back a little bit in the first 2 weights so that you feel better for the heavier bar. If that 165 to 45 is chump change to you, I suggest doing some touch and go at the 185, 135. Then you do the rest a minute. The 125, 185, I purely think is the trap round. Don't go touch and go so much on it. Do quick singles, and then the 10 clean and jerks at 155 to 25. Going forward to that heavier weight, if at that top weight you know you're going to have to squat clean, even if you don't need to squat clean the 155 to 25, squat clean the last rep or 2 just so your body knows how to do it. All right. Then also, if you know you're going to need to split jerk the 165, 245, make sure you do split jerks in the 155, 255. What I mean by that is the 2 reps I'm telling you to do squat clean, make it a squat clean and split jerk at the 155, 225. Why? Just so it's not a shock to your system at that heavier bar. Then it's really all about just consistency and knowing who you are. Technique is king when it comes to these heavier barbells. So really think about, keep that bar close with those lats, keep the legs driving. You're only gonna be able to pull so high, elbows super quick, catch up high. The 1 1/4 squats that we've been doing a lot of, you're gonna bounce right out of the bottom, get tall, catch it, big breath in, boom, hit it. I'm excited for you all. You're gonna do well. Over communicate everyone about when you need to judge, when you're gonna do it. Just make sure no one's really doing a workout by themselves in the sense of like, I'm just in the corner. Let's make sure we cheer each other on, support each other. You guys have my number. I'm excited for everyone, and I'll be at the gym pretty much all day, every day for the next 6 days. See ya.